Okay. How is everybody this fine day? It is Saturday. At least it is here now when I'm recording this. We're streaming it actually at the moment, but also recording this for, for other folks who can't make the stream. But we are going to go live playing a little American Truck? Is it your American Truck Simulator. Wow, talk about a brain moment there. That's a dad moment there for getting the name of the game. Little American Truck Simulator as the wee baby Lloyd is on a drive with his mother for a little bit of nap time. So the dad is going to sneak in some time. We're going to do a little bit of rambling up and down the West Coast, I think, earning some more money so we can get a little bit closer to buying ourselves a truck. Because right now we're still using whatever trucks are for hire as we do jobs. Yeah, gonna be exciting times, I think. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look here what we got going on. Bring up the old quick job market. Now, if memory serves, last time we logged out, we were in Redding, California. And with the rules that we're playing with, we are not going to take quick jobs unless it is from the city that we are currently in. And I feel like what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to head down, all the way down here to like San Diego, greater LA area. And then I want to do a drive all the way up the coastline. Okay? So, going to need some jobs to take us south and see how much we can get done before dad life catches back up to me. All right. What do we got here? Oh, we're heading down to Oakland, off to Reno. Truckee. That Oakland one is probably our best bet. We've got others here that are going the wrong way. A worse paying job to Oakland. And, so all the way down to, oh no, that's Oakland to Santa Cruz. That's against the rules for what we're doing. It has to be a job out of Redding. Okay, well, I think Oakland is going to be our best bet. What do we got here? Job for $6,143, hauling silica. All right, we'll go ahead and take that job. That's going to load on up for us. How's your day going? How's everything? It has been a decent day for me. I spent a little bit of time earlier playing the early access version of Sons of the Forest with some friends. If for any of you out there that have played The Forest and are wondering, is Sons of the Forest the game for me? The answer is probably, but it is still pretty buggy. But, that's early release for you. There's content to come, and they're working on it aggressively. But, plenty of mutants and cannibal action and all the kinds of fun that you might expect from a game from the Forests franchise. Forest franchise? Forests?
Okay, here we go.
All right. Oh, it's nighttime. Great. Awesome. And let's take a look on the old outside cam. We need to get back around and out that direction if I'm a betting man. Oh, looks like there might be an exit up front. But I think they want us to loop around. Okay. Let's get a move on. Night in this game is so dark. If I had one complaint, it's just that you can't... Oh, there we go. Loop around here. You can't really see the stars or anything. Which I, don't know how much of that is a limit of the engine or on purpose, since as you're driving in a truck, you might actually have a real hard time seeing the night sky. All the traffic, city lights, and the lights of your own truck. But I drive trucks with games, not real life, so who am I to know? Okay, come on around. I feel like we must be carrying a big old load of gravel.
Get ready to turn left.
Here we go. Alright. Not quite there yet. There we go.
Turn left.
We're going to come on up here. It looks like this is going to take us out onto 273, or Old Highway 99, as it's also known by the locals. Fun fact of the day, back before I-5 was a thing, Old Highway 99, oh, just got slammed into. We are off to a great start. That'd be the end of the job, you know, and possibly, I don't know, I wonder if that'd be the end of the career for you. That would definitely be the end of the job in real life, getting hit like that. You notice we didn't get fined. Normally for an accident you get fined, but in this case it was actually their fault. Although I think realistically we pulled out in front of them.
Get ready to turn right.
But yeah, as I was saying before we got slammed into that car, Old Highway 99, which 273 is
Turn
part
right.
of, used to be the primary route up and down the West Coast. Back in the old days before I-5 came along. Yeah. Just watching for that light. I don't think we get a free right when we're driving a truck. And there's a cop right there. We don't want to risk the ticket. Starting a job off at midnight like this. Can you imagine? What a time to hit the road. Okay, here we go. Hopefully those guys over there aren't going to turn into us. This means a nice wide turn. Get on the freeway. But yeah. I can't even imagine having driven up and down the coastline on Old 99. It winds its way all over the place compared to what I-5 does. But there are still big stretches, like this area, Reading, which is actually where I grew up, where you would find Old 99 easily stretching up with our
Get ready to turn right.
paralleling I-5 all the time. Okay.
Turn right.
Here we are. And now they're sending us into I-5. Of course. With the world's widest turn. Oh, no, that's not the freeway yet. Is this an on-ramp? We'll find out. World's widest turn. That was terrible. Look at that little tiny speed gauge. Can you imagine? Can't even see it. I'll be honest, I usually cheat and use the speed gauge on the GPS to actually know how fast I'm going.
Keep right.
Keep right. Oh, see if we've got this light coming up ahead. There we go. Okie doke. Now, one thing that's nice about trucking at night is there does seem to be less overall traffic. And that's kind of cool. But it is so hard to see what's going on that I feel like it's worth the extra traffic in the daytime. But in real life, if you're out in the open road in an area that's decently lit enough, where there's not too many tricks and turns, and there's not really that much traffic, in real life that could be nice. Anybody out there like taking a nice evening drive? I can recall when I was young, gas was cheaper. I had a Mustang at the time. That car had 15 miles to the gallon, if anything. It was terrible, but it was a lot of fun to drive around and crank up the radio, drive around, get on the freeway and just drive for no particular reason, not going anywhere. Nowadays, now that I'm not so young, as a dad, I'm like, oh, so wasteful.
Get ready to
didn't
turn
have a whole
left.
lot better to do. The internet was a lot more primitive, and I had to keep busy somehow.
Turn left.
And if you knew a pretty girl or something, take them along, pop on some music, and just go for a drive. Just kind of an old-fashioned date. Not going anywhere in particular. Looks like they're taking us through back roads. Last time I was doing this route, they took us down to Corning through back roads and then brought us onto I-5. Now, in real life, that would not be the way you would want to do this. No, sir. Corning is not that close to Reading, but in the game, with the smaller version of the world, they are a little bit closer.
Then turn left.
so I suppose they would do that. But in real life, you'd get on I-5 and then drive down through Corning that way.
Turn left.
Oh, just barely made that stop. Oh, we are in the middle of nowhere. Go ahead and merge on. Oh, let's merge. Make our turn. Now I know what you're thinking. Cobra, it is real quiet. Yeah, the game radio in this game, I'm not too certain on the actual copyright status of a lot of that music.
Right.
So I'm not streaming the in-game audio. I think I mentioned this last time we played. But I have done some research, and I'm looking to set up some options for some streaming-friendly music. I don't want to blast your all's ears out, but when you're on a road trip, a little bit of music can really hit the spot. So look forward to that. Hopefully by next week I'll have that all set up and figured out. Still a little new to some of these setups with OBS and streaming software. And I do upload these to streaming services after the stream. And the last thing you want to get is a DMCA takedown for an honest mistake, you know? Let's turn off the high beams since we're being realistic in there. Real life driving down the freeway with those high beams on, it would make people so mad. Alright, we're on the freeway and on our way to Oakland. The cruise control. Just drive. And this is pretty close to the exact same route that we started last time, folks. So nothing too new here. You all saw this before, except for we're doing it at night. But this time, when we get to Oakland, instead of turning around and coming back up towards the Reading Way, we are going to cut on down through. We're going to head all the way down as far south as we can get ourselves on the map. See how much experience we get, what we can unlock with that. And then come back up around. I know what you're thinking. Conrad, the turning's a little stiff. What's going on there? Simple answer, I'm actually using a keyboard and mouse setup, not a wheel. Yeah, I don't have a wheel setup. One, they cost a little bit. It's always hard to convince myself I play enough to make it worth it. And two, being a dad, having that kind of setup with a toddler in the house would be difficult. I'm not so worried about the teenagers, but little guy, oh yeah, he'd see that steering wheel and it would be a challenge for him. He'd want to go for it. Keyboard and mouse it is. Let's look at that. A lot of honking going on over there, the other lane. What that's about? Yeah, no, it's not my lights. Must be honking at each other. Now, y'all should let me know if you're interested in seeing some Euro Truck Simulator. Because I do have that as well. And there is some lovely routes out there. A little bit different. A lot more toll booths and pay roads and stuff. You know, the European Union's road system kind of came in after
and then turn
they built
right.
a bunch of infrastructure. Little different than what we have here. Everything's all spread out here.
Turn right.
Well, you know what would be really fun? I am a big Japan fan, and it would be
Keep right.
awesome if they had like a trucking routes in Japan. Although they'd probably have to change the scale because at the scale that the game's set to normally, it wouldn't be that big of a map. But That would be cool. Although I don't know how much of a trucking culture there is there. I mean, trucks still probably do the overwhelming bulk of delivery. And a pretty respectable population for the size of the island. But I imagine that the trucks must have to deal a lot more with city traffic and stuff like that, at least in some parts of the country. So if you're listening out there from Japan, let me know. Leave a comment. Tell us about it, especially if you know anything about the trucking. That would be fascinating. Or if you're watching from Europe, and you know a little bit about European trucking, drop a comment as well. Tell us where you're from. Listen to that smoothness of the road. And in case you're wondering, yes, I did turn down the engine noise. I swear this game goes for as accurate of an engine noise as it can pull off if you leave it that way.
Keep left.
Keep left. Well, looks like you want us to take... Alright, we'll stay left. We're not going to take this exit, but I feel like it's a trick. I guess we're going more down to San Francisco first. Okay, okay. Hopefully we did not miss it. But yeah, no, if you have the volume turned up to normal levels, that engine is deafening, which doesn't make for a great recording experience for all you all. And my old man ears are not so into it. I wonder if it depends on the truck in question, or if they just have them all like that. Are they that loud in real life, or is the game audio make it go up a little bit? And if you have first-hand experience, tell me about it. Come say hi. Here we are hitting Vallejo. If my memory serves correctly, me and a college roommate way back in the day, this had been the 90s, we drove from Reading, which at the time did not have an In-N-Out burger, all the way down to Vallejo. Pretty sure it was Vallejo, because they had an In-N-Out burger. One, like, random Friday, because neither of us had anything better to do, and we just had a craving. So, little old road trip. And just put that in perspective. That's like a good 3-4 hour drive easily. One way. So that's like your day to go down there, grab a burger, and then come on back. But if that isn't like college life for you, I don't know what is. It cracks me up to remember that kind of thing. I can tell you what would have been on the radio. Oh boy, there'd been, gosh, we'd have had probably some Alanis Morissette, 9 Inch Nails, The Counting Crows, and then some of the Violent Femmes. Yeah, a mix of 90s music and a lot of classic stuff too. Perfect for a road trip.
Keep left.
There's like a whole alt-rock / industrial soundtrack going with that. What's everybody stopping for? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Got an accident up here. Now, thankfully, we're coming through here at night. Could you imagine dealing with this in the daytime? Oh, they've got us. They're detouring us? Oh, I thought I had these turned off. I hate it when the game does that. They're like, nope.
Okay, let's find a new route.
Well, that's going to extend our journey time now, isn't it? Okay.
Keep right, and then turn right.
Oh, that's close. Well, we'll have to check that setting. Although, I guess a little bit of adventure never hurt anybody. Depending on how much fuel we've got left. We're running at about half a tank.
Turn right.
We've got 82 miles left to go. As I'm blocking all the lanes. Sorry guys. I don't do this professionally in real life. I-80 westbound, huh? Well, I-80 westbound it is. Now, in real life, it would be rare for them to completely divert you around that and completely close off the freeway, unless it was a heck of an accident. And this game gets real aggressive about that. How do you all feel about, for those of you that play, how do you feel about the detours? Do you think it adds to the game, or does it drive you crazy? I feel like if they were going to add detours in for quote-unquote realism, we could get seasons. Wouldn't seasons be nice? As near as I could tell, it's always a vague quasi-spring, summer time, somewhere between those two. You don't really see autumn or winter. I think it would be kind of cool to have the different seasons from a reality perspective. I just wonder if that's just too much of a hassle on the game engine or the art assets. But who can say? But let's take a lovely little detour. Got some sort of fanciness off here to the side. What's going on over there? Factory? Power plant? I bet a power plant. What do y'all think? Maybe an oil refinery. That's cool. I love this kind of stuff, that kind of urban. That's not even urban, really. When you're on a big road trip and you see kind of a big, mysterious thing like that. Look how intricate that is. Do you think with areas like this, the developers have a secret walking mode where they have characters for themselves so they can wander around on foot in these parts of the world? Like a secret game inside of the game just for them?
Go straight on.
I think so. I think they do that. Sure, it's not practical, and maybe not likely, but it's a fun idea. All right. Oh, I swear if this detour makes us late for this job, we are not taking advantage of this traffic light very well. Look at that line of trucks. I should have pulled over in the other lane. Come on. Big trailer. Wonder if these lights are timed or sensor. Oh, that feels like that has to be timed. Look at that. Look at that. It's early in the morning. They're not expecting this kind of detour traffic. They got the lights timed. That's just silly. Alright, well, it looks like... Ugh.
Go straight on.
You know, I'm tired of being behind these guys. Let's get a little aggressive here. Page and Price paper, huh? Well, hi, Page and Price paper. I'm Cobra. We're gonna just pull on past you here. Speeding a little bit, not too much, just a little bit.
Keep left, and then turn left.
Is this like a hairpin freeway turn? Oh my gosh, what do we got going on here? Let's scope this out. Oh, look at how sharp that is for that entrance. Oh my gosh. That is gonna suck. On the other hand, this is beautiful. Look at this. Look at the detail on that little wall there. I love that kind of nonsense.
Turn left.
Got this guy crowdedness. Oh, this is a nightmare turn. Alright, alright. Oh, okay, we cleared everything. Here we go. By George, we did it, gang. Now we're on, it's like I-580. $44 miles to go. Sunrise. Beautiful skies. Okay, looks like it's gonna be a nice morning. 6:40 a.m. So, you know, this was the real world. We just spent 6 hours at this. Speeding just a little bit there. Let's slow on down. Yeah, if this is the real world, we've just spent the last 6 hours doing this. We'd probably be tired. Although the question is, do you just go ahead and get into relax, chill, sleepy mode? Or do you instead go to get yourself a donut, some coffee, and just seize the day kind of thing? I mean, once you flip through and it hits sunrise like that, I feel like that's the only right call. But it would depend on your schedule. When's that next job? Me, back in the old days when I was a young man, I was more of a night owl.
Keep left.
So the late hour wouldn't have bothered me. So I would have actually probably be going to sleep as the sun rises. But nowadays, that dad life, not so much. I'm normally up around 6 in the morning. Yeah. Craziness. Okay, coming along here.
Keep left.
Keep left.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Looking at the gas, I still feel like we're good on gas. So even though I see some gas opportunities,
Exit right.
we're just gonna go ahead and take over here.
Turn right.
Stop sign. Okay. Alright. Now, I could be wrong. I don't know if I've ever been to Oakland, or if I have, it's been a long time. But this feels like it's underselling it. Although I do love, we got some boats out there in the water. Got some
Get ready
bridges,
to
that's
turn
nice.
left.
We got all the loading. But I feel like
Turn left.
Oakland's actually bigger than this. Got anybody out there from Oakland today? Let us know. Alrighty. So we'll go, we'll drop off, and we'll pick up our next job. I am thinking, see how much further we can get. Probably going to take 2 or 3 jobs. Maybe 4, but I'm thinking 2 or 3, probably 3, for us to get down far enough south. Trailer damage. Oof. Okay, we hit somebody with our trailer there. I knew that was probably going to happen. So lost 340. That's not too bad. We're making 7,000 on this run. Can you imagine if this was real life? We'll just pay the damages. It's no big deal. But yeah, I figure another couple jobs, be on down there. Oh, now there's more trailer damage. That time not our fault. I hope that time our fault. We just didn't hit anybody. Just took that way too narrow. Yeah, this is a nice long trailer, and I am a little rusty. See, look at how good those gas stations look. Sorry, everybody. Sorry for the camera work there. Would love to check out the local landscape there. Alright. Let's hope this parking sequence is
Here we are,
aggressive.
safe and sound.
Go ahead and take a gander here. I am probably going to ask them, let's see where they want it. And let's do the play. Yeah, play it safe looks way easier. Let's just go ahead and do that. I am personally never a big one for the where do you want it parks. The regular ones are hard enough. My hat's off to real world truck drivers who deal with this nonsense. Just parking in this game is hard enough. And that's parking in the easy slots, let alone driving it in. I can only imagine how much work it takes to get some real, genuine experience to be good at this. I know you got to get your licenses and everything. Go ahead and unload that. And go to get all your training. But then how long after that until you're you're actually confident once you got the job. All right, that didn't put us to level 3, but we're getting close there.